Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to the Golden Dawn, led by Bahad'dur. Last session, our Dragon Lord fell in battle, sacrificing himself for the good of his children. To the south, war with Taina has broken out, but, despite the loss of our Lord, we have seen some great success on the battlefield. I'm feeling pretty good about our current circumstances, folks. We're making friends with quite a few of these elder dragons, improving relations across the board, more or less, and this war has actually gone quite well. We've won a glorious victory, and this session I would very much like to investigate what's going on through this underground passage. I'm fairly convinced that the enemy throne city is down here, and now that I see this little sliver of a border, I'm even more convinced that's the case. We've seen some pretty big hosts go in and out, so we'll see how it plays out, but obviously for the time being, we want to stay put over here and heal these armies up. They've taken a fair bit of damage. We just need a couple of turns to make sure these guys are topped up, and that time should also give us enough time to bring the chaplain from Sunrise down here to provide some support, and Brilliantium will secure a chaplain as well. Again, we don't want to abandon Brilliantium, right? They've got a tiny stack over here they might get aggressive with. They might have more stacks waiting in the fog of war over here to get aggressive with, right? So we got to be careful not to be too gung-ho about what we move and where it goes and how much we abandon Brilliantium to its fate. With that said, though, let's go ahead and turn our attention to our lovely hero over here, who's actually going to stay put, because next turn we're going to establish an outpost here. It's going to cost us 50 gold, money we don't have, but once we establish the outpost, we will very quickly upgrade it into a city to secure the conduits over here and quickly secure this gold mine as well, hopefully bolstering our economy across the board. Now, this is a little far away from everything else, but I think it's the right call. We'll be able to expand towards the rest of our empire. It'll take some time to actually connect the dots, but I think it's necessary. We need some buffs to our economy. Otherwise, down over here, our army is going to stay put and heal up. And down over here, our scout is going to make a move towards what I think is a watchtower up there. Yeah, I just want to keep an eye on what they might be doing at Rat Pike, because I'm just not sure if they're traveling down this way to engage with their enemies down over here, or if they're turning around to engage with us. And I want to be the first to know when they make a move, right? So let's go ahead and make our way up towards this watchtower, because that'll give us some great vision, and hopefully they're not waiting for us right over here, you know, just about to pounce. Only one way to find out. Bahad'dur was forced into the void, yes, I'm painfully aware of that, but Nanak the Sturdy has also been captured. Very soon we'll establish a prison, and that should allow us to actually do things with the heroes that we capture. Nanak the Sturdy, what do you have? Barbarian Axe, Barbarian Shield, and a White Wolf. Ooh, okay. The White Wolf is actually compelling. Everything else, not so much. Not that Bahad'dur can ride the White Wolf, but we have additional heroes coming through now, right? So it's an option. It's an option, something to explore. Either way, not something we can explore right now. Sunrise is still just building the foundation of the Wizard Tower, so we'll have to get the prisons built soon. Either way, folks, let's hit the end turn button, see what the AI gets up to, and hope for the best here. Ooh. Hello. It seems we meet under special circumstances, Elder Dragon Bahad'dur. Perhaps we'll discuss our relations at a later time. We have met Starsmith Fangir. How is it that he shows up in two of my campaigns that I'm playing back-to-back? What are the chances? Either way, since we're in the astral void, those being the special circumstances he's talking about, we can't actually interact with him in any way, but all we can do is say goodbye, and hopefully we'll engage at some other point in time. Where are you situated? Is this you? No. I don't think I know where they are. Okay, fair enough. Not sure how we came across each other, but we did. Looks like we'll get along just fine. Yeah, we should be okay. Fair enough. Now I can actually hit the end turn button. That was funny. Just intercepted me as I was ending the turn there. Kind of curious what triggered that. But no matter. We're fine. And in 3 turns time, well, 2 turns after this cycle, Bahad'dur will return, and we can resume our offensive. Again, we can't actually kick off any sieges or anything without a hero, so we want to keep that in mind, of course. This has slowed us down a little bit, and of course, yes, it stings, but that battle went pretty well, all things considered. Could have gone differently, but I don't think it could have gone better, necessarily, on the battlefield itself. Just got to be a bit more careful about being too cavalier with Bahad'dur. Of course, now we're limited in that we can't cast any spells either. We can't use any magic on the battlefield, so got to be very careful right now. Either way, up top over here, let's start with establishing this outpost before I forget, and use that money elsewhere. I don't mind upsetting Alapavar the Destroyer a little bit. We have a few defensive pacts going right now, so I'm feeling a bit more confident, maybe a little too cocky even. But let's send you You know what? I'm kind of tempted to pull back to secure some forces for this stack so we can go in and clear out some of these, nodes and stashes and all that good stuff. Because, like, they're sitting on a lot of stuff. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and pull back, increase our strength over here, and... Ooh, hello. Didn't mean to... My apologies. Come back over here and clean some stuff up. I think that's the right call. Another ruler was denounced, and other rulers declared a friendship. This is between Fangir and the Radiant, right? Yes, Sansavar. What a good name. Otherwise, a ruler was denounced. Let it be known that Alapavar the Destroyer has crossed me. Okay, Taina. Whoever you want to pick a fight with, go for it. I'm not stopping you. Let's get our chaplain rolling on down. You know what, actually? Here, let's do this. Let's send you up over here. We're not actually going to go in. We're just staying up over there to stop anything else from coming out. And honestly, you know what? I'm kind of tempted. Could poke my head out. Okay, let's see. I can't help myself. What do you know? What do you know? Alright, so this is their throne city. Not really fortified. Only a single unit here defending it. Wow, boy do I wish Bahad'dur was here right now. We could have put this under siege immediately, but not an option. We're going to pop back out over here, stay put, keep that spot defended, and we could also send you up, though I just wonder if I shouldn't stay close to Brilliantium just in case. Now, the reason why this occurred to me is because I noticed the chaplain could actually make his way directly here rather than go through the forester. So let's make our way over, and pretty soon we'll have Bahad'dur back. We'll join forces, head into the underground, and make some moves. Down over here at Brilliantium, we are 6 turns away from the chaplain. I could, maybe in a couple turns, hurry recruitment and recruit something else as well. But up over here at Sunrise, why don't we go ahead and get ourselves what? Oh man, we're just 1 gold piece away from being able to recruit some Sun Priests. Are you for real right now? Such a shame. Such a shame. Sun Priests have Spirit Blast, Twin Awakening, and Mending Awakening. All that Awakening is good for us. The hit point healing is nice as well. Quite a few good options over here. So I'd like some Sun Priests, and I would love some more Daylight Spears as well. They've been very effective so far, but it'll have to wait. Orders required over here. Yeah, you're staying put. Orders required over here as well. Let's take a peek. Nothing. There is an underground passage here, though, and I just wonder... This is... Oh, it's got to be connected, right? There's a chance that they're blocked off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're connected. All right, got to be very wary of that, then. Let's go poking and prodding a little bit. Let's... We come up to here. Unveil something. No, nothing? Okay, fair enough. Go a little bit further over. Not going to see anything. Up to here, where there's a road. You know what? Stay put there. Sure. I'm comfortable with that, I think. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. I swear to God, if something's waiting to hit us, I'm going to be really upset. But we're fine. We're fine. Let's hit the end turn button. Do what the AI does and continue to confidently make our moves. I say shortly after expressing my concern about what might be waiting in the fog of war. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Folks, just want to say quickly, if you've been enjoying this series, if you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving your likes and comments down below. They do make a very big difference in letting me know what you're enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. So, if you want more Age of Wonders 4 on the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and you'll see more coming. With that said as well, if you haven't yet subscribed because you weren't sure if this series was going to continue, I can assure you it's here to stay. In fact, you're going to see a lot more Age of Wonders 4 on the channel because I'm loving the game so much. So, if you haven't subscribed because you weren't sure if I was going to keep covering it, well, rest assured, I'm going to keep covering it, and feel free to subscribe. With that said, I think we're going to feel free to stay put over here still. Though Bahad'dur is going to arrive next turn, it'll probably take him 2 turns to get down here, so sure, yeah. Stay put for the time being. I'm going to switch the armies around a little bit as we move forward. But Brilliantium, can I rush you now? I can. 200, that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. Instead, up at Sunrise, let's go ahead and secure ourselves, what? The Sun Priest I was talking about, and at the same time, can I do anything for my draft? It requires 2 foresters over here. We could invest some of our Imperium to secure another forester. I believe there's one available up here, and then we can, yeah, invest in the armory and improve our draft over here so we can recruit more units more quickly. Stability is looking okay, so I'm not chasing after taverns or anything like that. Our production is also alright, so I don't need the stonemason or anything. So, you know what? Sure, yeah, let's go after the forester. Or do I want to push down here to prevent Taina from doing anything? Well, first of all, let's attract population. 216 we can probably spare as well, though, again, to upgrade our city, or our outpost into a city, I should say, will cost us a bit of Imperium too. We want to keep that in mind. Plus 66, it'll probably cost about, what, 200 or so? I spend 216 right now. Gotta do some math over here. If I spend 216 right now, we're left with 170, 161. 161 plus 66, that's enough. So we can actually attract another pop over here. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Do it. 66 will take us over. I did my math a little wrong, but we ended up at the same spot. That's okay. Mental math while recording is a different beast. Let's secure a farm down over here. Yes, I'm perfectly fine upsetting the destroyer. That's not a very positive sounding sentence. But apart from that, we're going to go ahead and secure a forester up over here. Good. With that, now, we can go ahead and establish that armory I was talking about. A little bit cheaper, a little bit faster, but it's going to be extremely helpful for our overall strength. Otherwise, over here, we are still pulling you back. A little nervous about all these swarms of units, I'm not going to lie. But, oh, jeez. And, of course, as we sneak past, we spot another one. How are we doing down over here? Still looking all right. Do I want to poke into that underground passage? I'm definitely tempted to. Let's push up to here. Still not seeing anything. Alright, you know what? Let's take a look. Yep. Alright, let's pop back out. We're fine over here. We're perfectly fine. We're going to stay put. We're going to plug that hole and hope that those guys don't push up to the city over here. Ooh, you know what? I might be better off like not plugging that hole. Because then maybe they'll stay down over here. I assume they're connected over here. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. This scout, yeah, stay put. Otherwise, Brilliantium, what to build over here? Nothing, because we can't afford anything, so we're fine as we are. That chaplain will come soon enough, and Alapavar the Destroyer has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Who managed to pull that off? What? Please, your god, tell me it was another Elder Dragon and not Taina over here, because that would scare the crap out of me. That would scare the crap out of me. Jeez. No, it can't be Taina. Or if it was Taina, hopefully it was during a massive battle. This is quite unfortunate. I guess I took the bait. Alright, now I could just auto-resolve this and lose the unit. Or I could take it to the battlefield and try and retreat. Again, we're not guaranteed survival, but it makes sense to take this option. I wish you could just say retreat in the like the pre-battle screen. I wish you could just say, yeah, retreat, do the dice roll that happens when you retreat from the battlefield. Like, just save us all some time, But let's go ahead and pop back to here. Yes, retreat. Fingers crossed we actually survived and made it. Come on, please. Damn it. Again, it's a dice roll. So, this time around we failed it. Lost a light seeker. But we tried. Not the end of the world. Though it is the end of our knowledge seeking down over here. This watchtower is going to work for us for a little while at least, so we can see they've popped out. Well, we won't be able to see for much longer. That's a real shame. Alright, gotta find my other scout and try and send them over this way, I think. Got you over here, right? No longer auto-exploring, please. Let's loop you over. Yep, let's head over this way. Quickly as possible. Oh, that's how we found Fangir. You just kind of came around this way. Fair enough. Orders required up top over here. Well, in just a moment's time. Because we have Bahad'dur back on this plane. Let's pull you down to here. I wonder if we can't rush the chaplain out now. 158. Kind of expensive. Well, you know what? Let's hang tight. One more turn, I think. But over here, we can go ahead and secure something else. We could get the vendor coming through for more gold. We could get some palisade walls. It'll take 4 turns. We could boost it with a forester. Not willing to spend the Imperium. Or, oh, wow, we're just 1 too expensive to attract population. Because, of course, up over here now, this outpost of ours is going to be upgraded into a city. And I don't want to wait on that, right? So, let's do it right away. Make sure we're securing as much of this as possible, as quickly as possible. And while we're up here, why don't we go ahead and give you the order to pull back in this general direction. Try and get some army setup done up over there. But before that, yeah, we're going to have to keep working on this. The gold, what to do with the gold. Down over here, Artisan Workshop. Helps with draft and with production. Helps with stability as well, I suppose. And it's been boosted. Sure, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Orders required over here. You are maybe taking a peek. All right, still looking okay over here. Fair enough. Just occasionally taking a good quick look. Pop back out. Yeah, we'll be ready soon enough. Oh, these guys have recruited some troops as well, though. Got a Pathfinder, War Shaman, and a Fury. All right. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. And what's the deal over here? This Wyvern Fledgling should become available next turn, and we'll use that to support the defensive Brilliantium. I think that should do the trick. That should do the trick. I could perhaps bring you down over here, and I'm just wondering if I want to bring some more support down over here, like bring a Dawn Defender down to here. Make this a 2-stack. You know what, actually, considering what we've seen underground, let's bring another Dawn Defender down here. Sure, let's bring you over. This should be able to hold Brilliantium for us. And then this army can come up to here. We'll create a full stack over here. We'll get the summoned Wyvern Fledgling into this army, and that should be good for us, I think. That should be good for us. Stay put for the time being. Outpost founded. It's already being converted into a city. Bahad'dur has returned. Good news, and a new message has been received. Kralakavir the Collector has proven themselves a worthy friend to me. A shared friendship between you and them can only make us stronger. I'm not going to pay for that. Thank you for asking. Appreciate the invitation, but I'm 0% interested. Let's see if these guys actually get adventurous over here, or if they decide to pull up in this general direction, because this could get kind of scary. Just a little bit. Nope, pulling away. Man, securing this watchtower was a massive boon to us. At least now I know which way they're headed, right? I know that I can kind of move in this general vicinity with relative impunity. Relative impunity. How are we looking? These guys staying put as well? You growing in size? No, not too heavily defended either. That fortification strength isn't all that much. So feeling pretty good about this, actually. Feeling real good about this. Oh. The Executioner Reforged. Taliqua, the Unwavering, approaches you with solemn determination. These are the fragments of the Executioner, she says, showing you a bundle of carefully wrapped weapon shards. Long ago, it inspired fear in the enemies of the Golden Dawn. Its keepers have long searched for a way to imbue it with new life, but never have we found the mythical Fireforged stone it is made of. Will you help, my Elder Dragon, in seeking the Fireforged stone needed to reforge the weapon of my forefathers? I mean, I suppose I could. Seems like a fun quest over here. Obtain Fireforged stone. We'll have 25 turns to do it, and the idea of taking the shattered pieces of a weapon and, you know, reuniting those shards to make a brand new weapon is very much in keeping with our idea of, you know, unity and all that good stuff. So sure, I shall aid you. A hero is only as good as her weapon. Absolutely. And of course, it's in the middle of nowhere. We got 25 turns to get all the way back up to here, but all the more reason, I guess, to secure an army for our lovely hero over here, Taliqua, and then make our way back over to secure the objective. 25 turns. That should be fine. We should be able to pull that off. Otherwise, what are we doing over here? Bahad'dur, let's get you down to this stack. Are we going to be able to? I think so. Okay, well, let's get you coming through. Looks good, actually. Let's go for it. Beautiful. Yes, absolutely start the siege. Absolutely. Before we make too many commitments over here, though, let's go ahead and head on up. Let's bring this 5-stack down to here. Join forces, become a full stack. And I'm wondering, actually, do I need these 4? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea just to provide some support over here in case any reinforcements come through. There's something up there, but that doesn't belong to an enemy. Nonetheless, I'd like some reinforcements over here. Let's creep a step closer, and let's take a look at our siege projects. Let's secure what? Glad I haven't overspent our gold or anything, because it's going to come in handy over here. Undermine the walls, 5 turns until breach. And how about tower bombardment? That way we're spreading the pain between gold and mana, and we're taking care of some of their ballista towers, right? So tower bombardment takes it down to 4 turns, And if I were to do, say, headlong assault, also 4 turns. So, you know what? Tower bombardment, it shall be. Go for it. Yeah, that should be good. 4 turns until breach. And that's their throne city. What happens if you vassalize an enemy's throne city? I guess they just assigned a different city as their throne city. But that's my plan, by the way. I don't think I'm going to absorb enemy cities. I think I'm going to simply make them my vassals. I think it makes a lot more sense for our approach, right? We're uniting them under our wing through our overlordship. Hopefully that works out nicely. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, of course, as always. But let's go ahead and close that. Let this happen. 4 turns until breach. That sounds good to me. While up over here, we are still defending Brilliantium. I'm wondering now where I send that spawned fledgling. Because we could pop you in over here, make you a little bit stronger than these guys if they decide to come through, right? That's probably not a terrible idea. Sure. The other option, of course, is down over here, but we're pretty strong down here, right? We're 10 units. We're pretty strong. Up over here, we could use the help, and Brilliantium in 3 turns will have this chaplain out. Could hurry it out as well. But let's give it at least 1 more turn, I think. The Artisan Workshop is 2 turns away, and Sunrise, the Armory, is 3 turns, and the Sun Priest is 2. You're going to come through. You're going to pick up some units. Why don't we queue up another summoning over here, I think? 60 mana. Not too bad. Battle is a few turns off, so sure. Let's get this queued up. We can get some Wyverns into this army as well. They're quite helpful, and they don't die, as we learned last session. They don't die. They come back, right, because of our magic. On the topic of which, Army Heal has been researched, so let's go ahead and select a new research. I'm thinking Staves of Mending. We have a Chaplain that's able to use it. Grants enchanted units Faithful, which reduces the unit's upkeep cost. It also ties in with some of our other abilities to boost them. Mending Touch, meanwhile, is a healing ability, which gives plus 15 temporary hit points. Cooldown of 2 turns. Not bad. What else do we have? Dormant Enchantment. It's a unit enchantment, grants non-high units these dormant upgrades. We only have 1 unit that can actually take advantage of it, so let's not do that. Warding Bless... Look, I understand that even here with the Staves of Mending, we only have 1 unit that can take advantage of it, but, you know, with Dormant Enchantment, there's a potential for much more, just not yet. Anyway, Warding Blessing. Target friendly unit heals 20 temporary hit points and gets 2 bolstered resistance. Not bad, not bad. 20 HP versus the ability to give plus 15 with a cooldown of 2. You know what? I'm going to go ahead with Warding Blessing. Sounds pretty good to me. That 2 bolstered resistance is nice as well, I suppose. So sure, Warding Blessing it shall be. Orders required over here. You're staying put for the time being. Orders required over here. You're moving closer to Sunrise. I guess you could just become one with the city for the time being. Get all your units and then make our way over to your... equipment or whatever it might be, your resources you need to forge your equipment. Orders required over here. Still making our way over just to see what Tyne is up to. Yeah, we can loop up. We'll get there soon enough. Not that far away, actually. New Empire development skill available. What have we got? A couple of options. Rite of Enduring Duty. All your units instantly regain all hit points and non-hero units gain +1 rank. That's not bad, especially in the middle of a big war. That could be very helpful. And here, Benevolent Conquerors. Vassals gain +1 allegiance levels when first vassalized. Oh, so actually that's not useless. Converting conquered cities into vassals takes 1 fewer turn. That's not useless at all. We'll have enough Imperium to unlock this by the time our siege underground is done, so maybe we actually take Benevolent Conquerors. That way it kind of sets the tone of our conquest nice and early, right? Hey look, it's benevolent. Or so we claim. Meanwhile, down over here, Advanced Sensing. Your units and cities gain +3 sensing range. That could come in handy, but we can't afford it now, and I think I have other priorities. Gotta remember Benevolent Conquerors in like 4 turns or whatever it'll be. Fair enough, 3 turns I guess. Alapavar has returned to the Altar of Destruction, and we've received a trade proposal. What do you have for me? An alliance. Ooh, very tempting, right? But no, this is bait, and I'm not biting. They're at war with so many factions, the Elder Dragons and Taina. Joining their alliance is entirely to their benefit. They'll call me to war, and I'll have to say no, because we're just not there yet. So as much as I appreciate this, for the time being, I'm afraid I must decline. God, it would have been nice. It would have been nice, but not today. Some other time. Another trade proposal? Wizard's Bond with Kralukavir. I mean, for the time being, I suppose it's a deal. Why not? There's no obligation over here. Goodbye. And another call to war, this time... From the lovely Sansavar the Radiant. Again, we have a defensive pact, but they're not fighting a defensive war, so the pact will not be broken, and there are no additional penalties if we decline. We'll decide later. Eventually, we'll decline. String these guys along, right? Another call to war, this time against the Forge Father. Again, no penalties if we decline. Pact will not be broken. Cool, decide later. These guys are just constantly at war. I mean, since the beginning they're at war. They're trying to drag me into it. I must say, you may actually be worth my attention, Bahad'dur. Perhaps our empires may actually be able to coexist, says the Grove Tender. Well, why don't we negotiate a defensive pact then? Because you want a lot of gold. That's why. Fair enough. Goodbye. Let's perhaps talk instead to... Oh, we already have our defensive pacts. You know what? All right, that's fine. The Grove Tender will come to eventually. Soon enough, I'm sure. Soon enough. And the turn there? Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Feeling good. Hopefully this will work out. I hope I haven't overextended myself too early on over here. Declaring a war this early when our enemies are stronger than us is always scary. I mean, they had a higher military ranking. I could double check it now. I'm sure that victory last session helped us tremendously. Helped us tremendously. What are you doing up over here, buddy? Get out of here. Meanwhile, Taina, let's take a look. Military ranking 9 out of 9. Oh, they're not doing too hot. Meanwhile, we're up at, oh, okay, 8 out of 9. We're not doing too hot either, but we're doing hotter than these guys, so that's good. 3 turns until we've got our bit done over here. If we take a look at Imperium, I just want to point out, by the way, we are nowhere near siege specialization. I took a glance at that when we were here before. We're 18 turns. At the time, we were, 19 turns away from being able to unlock it. Would have been nice to have that extra siege project slot, but not a chance. Not a chance. Pretty soon, though, when we hit 250 Imperium, so in, 2 turns, 3 turns? We should be able to get Benevolent Conquerors. Good stuff. Got to keep my Imperium saved for that. Down over here. Are you going to still stay put? You know what? Yeah, for the time being, because what's going to happen is up over here at sunrise, we're going to rush this Sun Priest out for just 28 gold. Then we're going to get this stack coming down here to join with you, and then together we can take Raghash. That'll work out nicely. And then we can go ahead and distract ourselves with regards to this, just outside Dawndell. Not a bad name. Not a bad name. We have that 1 extra population again because we took, what's it called? Fruitful integration, right? Faster to found or absorb cities. Also starting with 1 extra pop. So let's use that extra pop to secure ourselves a conduit right off the bat. Eventually, when we clear out the mana node, it'll be even more helpful. Or you know what, actually? Oh, look at that. Outpost established over here. All right, let's get this... God damn it, Fireforged stone over here. Sure, let's go ahead and establish a conduit over here. Yes, go ahead and upset them. I'm really tempted to invest the Imperium here instead to secure this conduit as well. Just before these guys do it. Now, if I spend the Imperium, that's 84. We won't get Benevolent Conquerors before our current moves, but you know what? That's fine. I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let's go ahead and attract the population. And we're actually... Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's go for it. Build the conduit. Too late now. Can't take it back. Pop you down there. Hopefully this outpost becomes entirely useless and we stay safe up over here with Dawndell. But our stability, yeah, is still fine as well. Good stuff. Let's use the gold to establish something. Again, with those 2 conduits, we haven't boosted anything, so arguably we've kind of hurt ourselves, but I do think this was the right move nonetheless. Artisan Workshop, perhaps? 60 gold, not that expensive, helps with production and draft. Let's go for it. We're growing at an okay rate for the time being, so we're fine. Brilliantium can annex another province. Let's go ahead and take a look at our options over here. In terms of what to build, the Mana Obelisk would require an additional quarry. We already have 1, so we just need 1 more. That's good. Don't need the Town Hall upgrade over here just quite yet, but I wouldn't mind perhaps a vendor too for the extra gold. That requires a farm. We have a few options for farms. Some not as good as others, but really thinking the Mana Obelisk should perhaps be our priority. Get that second quarry going. Help our mana. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Let's secure quarry where? Now, the good thing is that because we're by the water, our fisheries could replace the farms that we otherwise would have built. Do I want to push down to here towards Rat Pike, prevent their growth in this direction? Box them in, or do I take this? Prevent their growth up in this direction. Alright, you know what? Let's secure this. Build a quarry up there. Good stuff. And Brilliantium. Let's go ahead and build that mana obelisk. We've also boosted the light forge with the 2 quarries, so that's nice. Good for our draft income, I suppose. But first, mana. 70 gold, 3 turns, not that bad. Looking good. Up top over here. You can move a bit further, so why don't you? Stay put. And here. Could join forces, but we'd abandon Brilliantium, and I don't like the sound of that. Now our scout over here is able to make their way up this way. Well, gotta find the path, though. Keep on creeping on. Dondel found it. Yes, well aware of that. And we are ready to summon another wyvern fledgling. But do I want to? Do I want to? I gotta be very wary of the upkeep cost, right? Let's keep that in our back pocket for the time being. Sure. Received a trade proposal. Another... Oh, a defensive pact from the Grove Tender. What do you know? Coming around, are we? Sounds good. It's a deal. Absolutely. Goodbye. Excellent stuff. And of course, immediately some calls to war. First up, blah, 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 not fighting a defensive war, pact won't be broken, no additional penalties. I just gotta double check that every time. You know what, let's just straight up decline. Not gonna happen. I usually consider others to be pawns, so to be used as I see fit, but you, Elder Dragon Bahad'dur, may well be more than that. I absolutely am. Goodbye. Another call to war. Even you, the Forge Father, I will decline. Pact will not be broken, no additional penalties. Declined. I was just thinking about you, Bahad'dur. How fair is our treaties and trade deals? Perhaps we can improve them, not with me joining into this nonsense fray of yours. Other rulers made a defensive pact? Very well. Very well. Good to know. And I've been denounced. By whom? Oh, by the Destroyer. You have crossed me, Elder Dragon Bahad'dur. Bahad'dur ignored claims on provinces. I advise you to stop this treachery, or there will be consequences. I don't want to upset them too much. They're already pretty angry at us. Oh, they're very angry at us, actually. This could go poorly. Now, we have a bunch of defensive pacts, so our allies will hopefully join us. Or they risk breaking the pact. They're also already at war with Ali Pavar, so that's good. But let's try not to upset this guy too much more. We could try and settle some of our grievances, potentially. Or not. They'll have enough gold for it. We'll see. We might want to soften things up a little bit over here. We just want to be friends, guy. We just want to be friends. Unity, that's what we're about. Message received. A lot of diplomacy here. You were just thinking of me? Well, that's nice. What do you want? An alliance? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Farewell. More messages. We may not be so different. Yeah, absolutely. Improved relations. Sounds good. Declined a call to war. Yes, this is how I honor my oaths, by not getting myself killed too early. Yep. Everyone's upset at me. Well, not actually. They're just expressing upsetness. But we're fine. What's happening down over here? Still 3 turns. Wow, I feel like we've been through a few turns, haven't we? You guys are recruiting units. 3 turns until breach, alright? I mean, I'm getting a little nervous, because what if reinforcements are coming? Well, we'll find out soon enough, I suppose. We'll find out soon enough. What's the worst that could happen? We get into a battle, Bahad'dur falls, he comes back, ultimately victory's ours. We'll be fine. Decided to hit up Raghash, though. Again, they're recruiting some units over here. Hopefully our 6 stack will be able to take care of their 4 stack, so we'll be okay. It'll be a few turns long, the siege here, but we just have to be wary about potential units coming up from Rat Pike and threatening us, right? That's the potential threat there. Down over here, we can creep on up. Yeah, and you can come up to here as well? Sure. So let's go ahead and join up over here, and hopefully Brilliantium will be okay. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. I could rush this chaplain out, I suppose. It'll cost, what, 22 gold? That's not too bad. Sure, let's do it. Just to have something here. And Brilliantium, are you able to build a palisade wall? Maybe that comes next. Imperium's still looking kind of rough. That's okay. Orders required down over here. Let's go ahead and move. You know what? I realized that it felt like I hit end turn earlier because I had so many diplomatic like conversations come up that I was like, oh, this must be like a whole other turn. You want an alliance? It's not going to happen. Nice try. Declined. We'll get to it later. Another call to war. Again, I must decline. Not fighting a defensive war. Pact won't be broken. No additional penalties. Nope. No thank you. I'm good. I've upset them enough. Alright. Almost done over here. They're a full stack now, though. That's a bummer. And I wonder if I want a third stack down there. This should still be a relatively easy fight. Risky battle, it says. Again, it's not just about numbers, right? It's about, well, it is about numbers. It's about this number that summarizes quantity and quality. So I wonder, though, if I should bring these guys up. Just got to get to the underground passage. I should be able to reach. We'll see. We'll see. But that might be necessary, just to give us the just confident upper hand in that battle that's to come. Because again, they'll still have some of their ballista towers, right? We won't have any onagers or anything, so it doesn't hurt to have the numbers even more heavily in our favor. Just hope that we can reach their next turn. And I also just hope that Brilliantium doesn't get left behind, you know, because this, I mean, it's getting scary up over here. Mana Obelisk is almost done. If I invest in you, will I still be able to build the Palisade Walls? I will. Let's hurry you along, get the Palisade Walls going. Can't hurry you just quite yet, but soon enough. You? Just short. That's okay. We have one turn left anyway, so let's go ahead and pull you up to here. We'll make our way over. You're good hanging out over here and down over here. Let's go ahead and keep creeping. See what else there is to see. Warding Blessing has been researched, which means it's time to pick a new tome. So here, I assume the safest bet would be to find our order-related tomes and pick one. We've got the Tome of the Beacon, that sounds nice, or the Tome of the Inquisition, doubling down into this whole cult vibe we've recently got going. So let's see the Tome of the Inquisition first, and then we'll take a look at the Tome of the Beacon. So, Tome of the Inquisition, Mass Condemnation. Enemies in a 1 hex radius sustain 10 spirit damage, and they become condemned until the end of battle. Not bad. Inquisitor, oh boy. Here we go. Of course, with the Tome of the Inquisition comes an Inquisitor. Grants access to blah blah blah, skirmisher unit. Good stuff. Melee strike is alright. Bolt of Judgment. Hello. 90% chance of inflicting stunned. Shoots crossbow. Decent range. Decent range. Got a bit of cooldown as well on that, though. Alright. Tribunal is a city structure. Gives us increased stability and +1 knowledge per population. Alright, that'll be marginal for now, but it's something. Burden of Guilt. Enemy army spell. Target enemy army sustains 10 spirit damage and loses 50% of its move points on the world map. Easy way to soften them up before you attack them. Then we've got Inquisitor's Zeal. Grants enchanted units Zeal, which makes base attacks deal extra spirit damage, and then plus 10% accuracy on physical ranged attacks. Alright. Plus 2 spirit damage. Damage is doubled against condemned units. With Mass Condemnation, that would fare very nicely, actually. Okay, and otherwise we have Tithe Collector. Plus 10 gold, and plus 2 gold per adjacent farm or forester, and it itself counts as a mine. That's not bad, and Zeal gives us plus 2 spirit damage, and the damage is doubled against condemned units, just like Zeal was mentioned somewhere else. Either way, that's the Tome of the Inquisition, and Tome of the Beacon. You know, is Bahad'dur a beacon for his people? I would say very much so, yes, that's how he described him right at the beginning. But how does that translate here? We could conjure a divine beacon. Alright, it's a tower with 60 HP. And divine beacon's grace. Friendly units within 2 hexes heal, plus 5 temporary hit points, and gain 5 morale. Summons a divine beacon upon casting, and at the start of each turn, friendly units in a 2 hex radius heal and gain morale. You know, that's not bad. Summon lasts for 3 turns. 15 HP, 15 morale. If we're going to hold the line, then that's quite helpful. Alright. Covenant of the Faith is a sustained city spell. Units recruited through Rally of the Lieges from the target vassal have Faithful. Well, that's going to be useless for us right now. Blessed Reinforcements. Target vassal free city. Gains 2 blessed souls under their control. Again, kind of useless. We don't have free cities right now. Oh, Lightbringers. These guys are fun. These guys are fun. Spirit Bolts cause a decent bit of damage. They can, like, if they have 3 action points, they can fire 3 times. They can cause a lot of damage. And convert base 60% chance of making target non-hero enemy unit become mind-controlled. If unsuccessful, become 2 stacks of weakened instead. I like the Lightbringer. Mighty Meek grants enchanted units Faithful, which reduces unit upkeep, plus 1 spirit damage on attacks for each unit tier of the target. Oh, nice. The David versus Goliath kind of thing. I get it, Mighty Meek. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You know what, folks? You know what? I think it's going to be the Tome of the Inquisition. Now, I do wonder about some of our other options. Like, we can, of course, lean on Chaos, because our Tome of Evolution has that, right? Revelry, again, Tome of Evolution has that connection to chaos. We could also lean on nature, so we got the Tome of Glades and the Tome of Fertility. These are some good options. I mean, we've seen how good a nymph can be. We've seen how good Blossom of Life or Animate Flora can be, so that is there if we wanted to do it. Entwined Protectors are amazing as well. But no, for the time being, I think let's go ahead and establish an Inquisition of our glorious cult. Wow, this good is turning real not good real fast. But yes, the Tome of the Inquisition is next.
The unrighteous shall feel the wrath of our unerring virtue. We shall strike down upon them with devout rage and furious vengeance. Their limbs shall be leaden with the weight of their wickedness, while our own subjects shall be driven by nobility of spirit.
I absolutely love these passages. How beautifully written is that? How, like, oh my god. What's the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical is this whole thing. But that was kind of the point as we went into making Bahad'dur, this, like, glorious dragon of order, right? We knew that this was the funnel we were going down. Either way, Inquisitor's Zeal. Grants the enchanted units Zeal and extra accuracy. Okay. Mass Condemnation is nice. Wonder if we get Mass Condemnation first. The Inquisitor's not bad either. The melee strike, again, isn't just one hit. If you have 3 action points, you can do it 3 times, and a 60% chance of inflicting Condemned isn't bad either. Sure, let's go ahead and get the Inquisitor researched, and we can see what comes next for us. Because, again, I want to use Condemnation well. It's a powerful thing to combo on the battlefield. Another ruler was denounced. Good stuff. We've received some messages as well. What's that? Are you just thinking about me? Alright, well, that's nice. Thank you. What about you? Also just kind of thinking about me? Fangir, actually, you know what? We could probably negotiate a wizard's bond or something. We have to war with somebody. Let's hang tight. There's no rush here. There's no rush there. Alright. How are we feeling over here? Pretty good, I imagine. Next turn we strike. Right, we're still in that same turn. So much going on right now. Picking tomes and all that. Spell ready to launch. We're good. Army heal. Let's go ahead and queue that up, actually. Oh, you know what? It's already queued up. So cancel that. No, it wasn't already queued up. But we had a stockpile. We're good. Good to go now. Sunrise got its armory. Why don't we go ahead and chase after what? Stability is still looking pretty good over here. Monolith is a little too expensive for us to build right now, and it requires a conduit. Fair enough. Town Hall 3 has been boosted. Requires quite a bit of gold. Gives us access to the Awakener, though, and look at that. Holy. Exposing Light's got a bit of a cooldown, but the Spirit Bolts, again, you can fire them multiple times. Alright. Something to think about. Do we go chasing after the prison cells? 20 gold, 20 mana. Sorry, 50 gold, 50 mana. Misread the 2 from the turn timer. Only 2 turns. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable option. Or, you know what? Let's go with the market first. 3 turns, 70 gold. It'll pay for itself in a short amount of time. If we wanted to recruit more units, we couldn't afford them, so we're going to hang tight there. Spell ready, thank you very much. End the turn there, and next turn we take our enemy's Throne City. Jeez. Alright. An interesting turn of events. I just want to see what these guys do over here. They're not stepping forth. They're not hitting Brilliantium, and I don't understand why. I would have hit it a long time ago. I would have come through when the odds were extremely against us even. But they are adamantly staying put. They've learned their place, I suppose. But I shouldn't get too cocky, because the moment I get too cocky, something's going to go sideways. Brilliantium, do I want to rush these palisade walls? I do want to, but I can't afford to, unfortunately. Fair enough. Orders required down over here. You're going to stay put still. All the way over here. You're going to make your way down. And you're going to help with this battle. What's the reach on that? All the way up to the underground passage? Fair enough, so we don't even have to go that far. Let's just get you poking out over here. Yeah, this should be an easy battle. Low risk. We'll still fight it, I think. We'll still fight it, but before we dive into that, let's take a look at some of the other housekeeping that needs doing. You're good. What else we got? Heroes offered to join. Anybody new? Isaiah the Veil. Sundering Caster. Magic inflicts sundered defense. Very well. Don't need you just quite yet. We do have room for a 3rd hero, but we don't need one just quite yet. Trade proposal coming through. What do you got for me? Wizard's Bond. Fangir just heard us thinking about it. I mean, I suppose it doesn't obligate us to anything. We can call each other to war, but we're not obligated, so sure, you know what? It's a deal. Very well. We'll see where they're situated and all that good stuff. We'll improve our relations until we stop. Breach has been made. Good stuff. Received a trade proposal. Another one. A defensive pact with the Forge Father. It's a deal. Really getting along with everybody here. Well, except for the Destroyer. And as soon as we kick off a war against them, everyone's gonna... Like, all his buddies are gonna declare wars on me, so... We'll see how that plays out. Other rulers made a defensive pact too. Fangir and the Radiant. Good to know. We might see some headbutting very soon, including the Elder Dragons. But we're ready to go, I think. Yeah. Time to strike and take Kilval. In we go. Low risk battle. Could auto-resolve it, but like I said, I think it'll be fun to fight this one. So, to the battlefield we go. It's fun when you take a throne city and you actually engage in the combat yourself, right? A lot of caltrops over here, but we should be able to fly right over them. Lots of breaches being made in their walls, and some of the towers should be destroyed as well, right? If our siege projects came through for us. Yeah, so this one's taken care of, and this one's taken care of. A bit more damage being done. And what are you up to? You really only have so many units? I should have auto-resolved this. When you actually see the visual, it feels a lot funnier, doesn't it? Probably should auto-resolve this. Again, I don't mind if our fledglings die, because they'll come back, so I can take a few more risks with them. But with that said, I don't want to be a fool, obviously. I don't want to just throw them into their doom, right? We got some fledglings over here. We could creep up this way. Again, the Ballista will be able to attack next turn. Can we get some hits in? Got some Daylight Spears. Got our Sun Priest over here. Oh, yeah, we can get some early damage in. Want to make sure I don't get, like, swarmed, though, right? Let's not be fools. Bahad'dur, on the topic of not being a fool, let's charge forward and use your breath attack. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? You know what? It's actually kind of tempting to do exactly that. You can come up to here. You can't, unfortunately. Really? So close, yet so far. Alright. These guys will all push up in this general direction. So let's start with these guys, because their moves are pretty simple here. Move you up to here. Bring you up to here. Bring you as far up as I can go. Let's try and avoid the bleeding if possible, please. Bring you up to here. Just trying to get away from that ballista as well, but it's going to be able to hit us, I think. At least one of these guys. These fledglings can make their way over. Sure, up to here, let's go. Let's get you up to here. We'll get the defensive buff from these guys, right? Let's make sure we're facing the right direction. There we go. Good stuff. Our Slither Hatchling could come up and maybe get a shot. Yeah, we have the opportunity. Tempting. Again, don't want to get swarmed. I want to keep these guys alive, obviously. Let's try it. Let's pull up to here. What's the worst that could happen? Pop a shot over here. Get the poison in there, hopefully. They're so cute. Beauty. Nice and easy. Let's go ahead and send these fledglings up as well. Again, even if they do die, they'll come back. They'll come back. In we go. Bit of damage. Yeah, good stuff. And, Bahad'dur. If I send you up to here, we should be able to blast these guys with our breath attack. Yeah, go for it. Learn nothing. Dragon Breath. Up in this general direction. Fair bit of work. Yeah, I say we hit this. Go for it. It's always so fun to watch. It's such a simple animation, but it brings such joy. All right, these guys are gonna come up over here. Hit you. Let's go. Good stuff. And let's hurry along now. Let's get these fledglings up to here. Let's get you moving. Where are there caltrops? Where are there not caltrops? Over here looks like there's a gap. Let's try for that. Yeah, we got room over here. Taliqua, let's bring you through. Good stuff. Bring you up this way. Bring you up this way. Let's go. And you, my good friend, Sun Priest. I guess we could bring you up to here and get some damage out. Oh, look at that magic blast. Wow. All right. What else have we got? Twin Awakening. Target friendly unit and another non-awakened unit become within 2 hexes become awakened for 3 turns. All right. Or Mending Awakening. Heals some HP and becomes awakened for 3 turns. Well, let's just go in with a shot. Pop a shot up over here. That's a lot of damage. Go for it. Good clean hit. Ah, of course we grazed. Of course. That's it, though. I think we can enter defense mode across the board. Sounds like it. Can you get a bit closer? Nah, you'd bleed, unfortunately. All right. End the turn. See what the AI does. Feeling pretty all right. In come some ballista shots, but nothing too bad. These guys actually grazed. Amazing. You're gonna heal up a little bit. Poison removed, condemned removed, not the end of the world. You're pulling up over here to hit the fledglings. That's gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh, that hurt a lot. But like I said, it's okay. I'm okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. A bit more healing over here, looks like. Yep. We're fine. There's our first strike, or actually our attack of opportunity, as these guys pull back, turn around, and fire down over here. But not do too much. Alright, good stuff. This is all they could muster. This is all Taina could muster. Taina's tiny forces. Look at that. Look at that. 2 damage per hit. Come on. That's all you got, buddy? Come on. Alright. What are we going to do over here? What do we want to do over here? These fledglings can come through. Get some hits in. One from the side there. One from the side here. Can't get around, eh? Can't get behind them, unfortunately. Because I wanted to get, like, my Dawn Defender or something up there, but I don't think we can reach. Let's pull you up and get an attack in. See if our Dawn Defender can get there. Unfortunately, no. So let's pull the Dawn Defender up to here. Let's get this fledgling up over here. Wyvern fledgling, I should specify, I suppose. Good flank up there. Or Dusk Hunter could get some shots in. 70% hit chance isn't that bad, so go for it. Fire away. Come on, give me a crit. One can hope, one can pray. And over here, we can get some spit going through. Need to step up, get to 90% hit chances, and fire away. Good stuff here. We could get the kill. Just need like one more good hit, and we could get the kill. I mean, Bahad'dur could get the kill, actually. Seems like a bit of a waste, truth be told. These fledglings, they can reach. Beautiful. Beautiful, let's get you behind. Eat the attack of opportunity, that's fine. Damn it. Should have known. Should have just taken it from closer. That's fine, though. We might be able to hit them with, like, the Sun Priest or something. Because Bahad'dur has bigger fish to fry, I think. What about you, Taliqua? Get him from back over here. Flanking maneuver. These guys can come through over here. They'll take the bleeding on, though. Not the end of the world, I suppose. These fledglings can come through. Get a bit of damage. Block these other guys. Shame. Alright. Taliqua. Get up over here. Flank these guys. Unfortunately, they're going to survive, but no surprise there. If I go in with a tail swipe, gotta get a bit closer. Up to there. One ahead of me. I won't be able to get... Won't be able to do what I want to do. Alright, you've moved as much as you can. You've moved as much as you can. You can come up to here. You can come up to here. Still can't get a hit in. You, though. You can get a hit in. 30%, 90%. Alright. Let's creep you up to here. And pop a shot up here. 90%. That'll be good. Job well done. And Bahad'dur is going to push through. And attack over here, I think. Just because, like, I can get the kill here, sure, but is that really worth it? Let's get the damage out over here. Go for it. Come on. Beauty. Now the fledgling can come up over here or up over there. These guys can only come up over here. Let's take the bleeding on. That's fine. 1 turn of bleeding, 2 turns of bleeding isn't the end of the world. Really hoping for a crit there. No such luck. Let's send the fledgling in over here. No, that first strike retaliation is huge. Let's not do that. Let's bring you up to... Damn it. Here, though. Take on the bleeding. Or you. Come up to here. Take on the bleeding. Because I want to pop their shield wall. Let's get you coming up this way. Separately, we do have spells we can use, obviously. We have a bit of mana. Wrath of the Faithful. Target enemy sustains 10 spirit damage. Could kill a couple of these guys. Do we have something with an area of effect? Not really. Not really. Okay. Wrath of the Faithful it shall be then. Drop it up over here. I think that's capable of doing more damage than this guy, right? So go for it. Down you go. And I think that's our turn. We've got you left, but nothing we can do with you. Who else? A wyvern fledgling over here. I don't want to eat that retaliation. So let's pull you up to here and see if we can't get behind some of these guys next turn. But I do believe that's all. Yes. I do believe that is all. Bless. I can get pretty far with this, actually. Gotta use these support abilities more. Gotta familiarize myself with all those support abilities. Part of the reason why I wanted to fight this battle, obviously, but didn't actually need to use them is the reality of the situation. In comes Buddy here with a flanking maneuver. Oh no, gonna kill these fledglings. Gonna try. Gonna try, gonna fail. We're all good. Up over here. A little bit of damage done. Good retaliation. But we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be just fine. Bahad'dur is doing A-okay. Good turn around and hit this guy with flanking, so gonna do a lot of damage there. That's good. Up over here. Get the job done. What about these fledglings? Not possible, eh? Let's let Taliqua finish the job up over here. Or, you know what, Taliqua? We'll finish the job there. So let's get these guys coming over here with a Daylight Spear. Murder one. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Taliqua, over here. Get this job done. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Good stuff. Bahad'dur. Kind of hoping for a crit over here. But I could also, you know what? Terrifying Gorging? Ah, can't hit them. Fair enough. Not surprised. Turn around, flank, get the good swings in. Beauty. Get the crits too. Love it. And another one. 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Beautiful. Love to see it. We got our Sun Spear or Daylight Spear back over here, able to flank and get some poking done. Dawn Defenders could come in and do the same. And then we could fire away. Or you know what, we could just start with the shooting. Pull you up to here. Still, won't get the kill. I had a feeling we needed that third shot to get the kill, but we might get a crit over here. Can't rely on it though. You can come up and finish the job. Far away. Now no one needs to eat the retaliation, right? Good stuff, good kill. Good for our morale as well. Enemy's still sticking around. We're going to close the gaps here and get the job done. Send the Daylight Spear up over here. And what do we got going on over here? I hit you from a few angles, I should hope. That retaliation, man. That retaliation. Go ahead and Venomous Spit. Good stuff. Let's bring the Dawn Defender. You're actually fine over there, I think. This Wyvern Fledgling. You know what? Eat the retaliation. I'm thinking eat the retaliation. Die, come back. Sure. At least it's not a first strike, so we got a bit of damage out. There was a chance they would fumble, but of course they didn't. But now we can come in from some other sides. You're flanking anyway, but let's go in. Good stuff, good stuff. Just softening them up for next turn, basically. And you as well, please. Yeah, get to work. We got left. Dawn Defender over here. Don't want to get them bleeding. There's no point. Sun Priest over here could get some damage done. Yeah, sure, fire away. Maybe pull back a little bit and then fire away. Pull up to there. Flank and fire. Hopefully they won't come up this way. And our Dawn Defenders can now close the gap as well. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Good stuff. Back over here, these Dawn Defenders. I mean, sure, what else are you doing? You're already bleeding for the cause, so might as well get some work done over here. And these guys, same thing, right? Sure, go for it. Might as well. Fledglings, unfortunately, can't close the gap, but let's get you up to there. That's our turn. Good stuff. Taking some hits there, got grazed, nothing too bad. And, oh, that was a good clean hit. Unfortunate, but you were going to turn around and fumble. Beautiful stuff. There's a retaliation. A bit more fumbling, please. Don't you dare get the kill. Love it. Absolutely love it. Finish the job with the Dawn Defender, or should Bahad'dur come through? You know what, Bahad'dur? Get the job done. Let's go. Down you go. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Love to see it. Good clean victory, nothing too complicated, but again, just got to remind myself about the chaplain's abilities and actually using them, for example. But hey, everyone that died came back. We're good. Full strength. Leveled up. Cleaned up. Got kill val. Now, we could vassalize the conquered city, right? Do we have? We do. Benevolent Conquerors. Vassals gain +1 allegiance level when first vassalized, and converting conquered cities into vassals takes 1 less turn. 250 Imperium, so it's basically all of our Imperium. Vassalizing you does not cost any Imperium, only absorbing or migrating does. So, yeah, oh boy, raising is so tempting, but that's not our way. That is not Bahad'dur's way. Let's go ahead and get Benevolent Conquerors. That's why we don't raise, because we're benevolent. So we've secured that now, and hopefully that will apply to kill val. Yep, 1 turn to vassalize. Sounds good to me. And we can actually leave now. Let's get this army creeping on up to here to protect Brilliantium, and we can very quickly move towards Raghash to get the job done there. Separately as well, though, these guys should be able to come up too. Plenty of room here. Pull you up. And Bahad'dur. Let's go ahead and plug the underground passage. Hopefully that works out alright. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So where is their throne city now? It's not Raghash. Is it Ratpike and I just don't know because it's still in the fog of war? Or do they have another city somewhere? Oh, you know what? Yep. They got a city down over here. That might be their new throne city. Fair enough, fair enough. But you know what, folks? We've made some decent progress here. We've actually turned things around quite nicely. I was really concerned about Taina over here, but they are now military rank 9, and we are military rank 8 still. Okay, fair enough. I thought it'd be a bigger difference, but hey, we're coming out on top, and that's what matters. We're doing all right. Got ourselves a new vassal. Well, it'll be in 1 turn's time. And that turn is going to happen next time, folks. This is where we're calling it a session. We got to level up Bahad'dur. We got to make our push towards Raghash, then towards Ratpike as well. But we're cleaning up over here. Doing quite well. Our 3rd city's been established as well. Let's not forget about our secondary quest over here that I'd very much like to complete for our lovely hero. But again, all that and more coming soon, folks. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.